It's 1970 Chevy C20, dark olive green with the white accents. Picked up this truck February 2019. This is February 2020. So I thought maybe I'd give it a little update. Under the hood, small block Chevy. The seller told me it was a 400 cubic inch. I checked down in there for stamp numbers. Couldn't find anything, but I have no reason not to believe them at this time. One thing I don't really like is they notched the frame to fit these headers down in here. So that's on my list of things to address. Put a new battery in this summer. Took a little road trip. Got stranded. She wouldn't start back up. So out the starter went. Put a new starter in there. Same issue. Wouldn't even jump start. Nothing. Found the voltage regulator on the other side was bypassed. So I picked up the new regulator from LMC Trucks. New battery. Got it all back together. Starts and runs good. Inside the cab, it's pretty solid. It's had some work done up along here where they typically rust. But it sat outside a couple times this summer in the rain and stayed dry inside, so that's good. VIN number down here. Confirmed it was an original V8 truck. The old. A couple of your options. Here's their olive color. 4-speed. I think that's the SM465. That's what I've been doing the last year, is just reading a lot on these trucks and learning. I didn't really know more than the fact that I liked them. So there's a 4-speed. I put this new boot on there. The other one was all tore up, shredded. So let's dress that up nicely. I did install electronic instrument panel. The other one, some of the gauges didn't seem to respond at all when the truck was running. So now I got digital temperature, runs right at 180 degrees between here and the short road trips that I've done. I haven't had this thing on the highway speed yet because we'll get into that later, but she's geared pretty low. What's up, Mooch? Gonna be a movie star? So that being said, this is my winter project. Took the original rear end out. It was an Eaton. Turned out to be a 411 gear. I thought it was a 456 because it had some markings on it, junkyard markings. Anyways, I dropped that out. And I'm working on a 14 bolt that I bought late fall. This is the original rear differential. Came out, and that's what I saw when I crawled under the truck. It's a 456 lock. So I thought it had a locking rear end. As it turns out, once I got it out, start playing with it, I think it's a 411, no locker. It's probably just that cover was purchased sometime in the life of this truck. Sat there. This here is the 14 bolt. It took me a while to find something that wasn't a 411 in this configuration. I was thinking of 342s. Then I found this 373. And so it's going to be a little bit better. Still got some torque to it. But should be a little bit better on highway speeds. And maybe someday we'll get a 6-speed transmission for that truck, huh? Here's a jig. This is all fabbed up off the Eaton. I got the new trailing arm purchase. It's going to weld on to that axle. New U-bolts. Again, LMC truck. This is pan hard handle weld-on kit from Performance Online. They also had some trailing arm purchase, but they don't really fit this axle diameter. So that's probably more for a 5-bolt rear end. I wanted to stay 8-bolt to keep true to the vintage of the truck, but still give a little bit of drivability to it. So here's some more pieces, parts. There's the drive shaft. Put the new Moog U-joints in there. There's a bearing. It's a split drive shaft, 2-piece drive shaft. So that's the bearing in the center, and that's already under the truck. Again, that came from LMC, matched up perfectly with what came out. So I don't see any issues there. Original drums off the 14-bolt. They were pretty rusty. Local shop turned them down for me. Did a real nice job on that inside there. Look at that. There's the backing plates, original backing plates. Thanks to my nephew Wyatt. He took them into school and they sandblasted them down for me. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to paint them or powder coat them. There are spring kits there and adjuster kits, wheel cylinders. And then we got the axle seals, the new seals for the outside. Yep. Most of that stuff there all came from Rock Auto. They seem to have just about everything you need. I went to the same people that turned the drums down to find these brake shoes, because there was a lot of different options online, and I wanted to make sure I could get the right ones. These are 13-inch by 2.5. A little pricey for shoes. I'm not going to say right now what they were, but it was a ticket, that's for sure. Anyways, that's the update. February 2020. Getting ready to put everything back together now. This part. I think the only thing left to buy will probably be rear brake line and emergency brake cable. I'm waiting until I get it back under there so I can see what's going to work between this adaptation. I got some other parts in the back. I bought a box off of Craigslist and a bumper. Took that box all apart. So there's the wheel wells and the front panel, and then there's the floor over there. I'm going to take that out, have that sandblasted, painted up. This one's pretty solid. Also got this bed liner, same place I got the box. It's just really banged up underneath this bed liner, but this bed liner kind of dressed it up, so I don't know, maybe I'll run with it. Anyways, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.